So again, my name is Cameron Garcia. I am the product manager for Proxio, and today we're going to be discussing Proxio Developer Showcase, which we think is going to be the new global standard for development marketing. So for you guys that don't know what Proxio is right now, um, we have we are a real estate marketing company with two major products. The first is called Proxio Pro, and we are one of the world's largest agent networks with Proxio Pro, where we have 600,000 agents from 120 countries. In our agent network, we do have an MLS of listings, and in that listing or MLS listings, we have 3 million properties from 95 countries. We translate listings into 19 different languages, 55 different currencies, and two metric conversions. And we provide tools such as websites, Facebook apps, and portal syndication to our clients, customers. Again, Proxio Pro links agents and brokers worldwide and provides a global property exposure for their listings. Um, Proxio Pro is really great. It's a global MLS networking platform. But today we're going to really focus on a different product. Again, Proxio Pro does translate your listings into the 19 different languages. But again, today's really the main focus is going to be on Proxio Developer Showcase. And Proxio Developer Showcase is a powerful web-based marketing system that empowers agents to market beautiful developments all around the world. Again, we think this is going to be the global standard for project marketing, and the reason why is because we give some really cool features. So Proxy Developer Showcase does give agents a powerful marketing system to connect basically with developers and builders. We leverage Proxio's global agent pool as a new marketing channel for builders. So basically, you guys connect with each other, and can accelerate your sales. So the agents are going to be able to get more listings in their inventory to show to their buyers, and developers have a whole new sales force. Like I said, solve that supply and demand challenge, and we open up new opportunities for gaining more commissions for real estate agents. Developers are offering huge commissions. So we've seen up to 7 and 8% from some of these from some of these developers so far. But agents can easily participate by referring their clients. Many baby boomers are looking for great, fun places to live and retire in, especially in Florida. These luxury properties are very attractive, and the way we display them also is really great. But also, there's many agents who have connections, back home in areas such as Venezuela, Eastern Europe, and China that you can leverage and help you, earn more commissions that way as well. So we think that we're going to be able to accelerate your sales much faster because more agents are going to be selling projects for the developer, but more buyers are going to be seeing these projects as well. We're going to give you, again, a really beautiful website that we'll talk about, but it gives you international exposure for buyers. Really, one of the cool features about this is our website is designed responsively, which means that it will automatically resize to all devices, so phones, tablets, iPads, iPhones, Android tablets, all that kind of stuff. Doesn't matter what you're using, it's always going to look great, always going to fit the screen, always going to work perfectly. So that's really nice. But also very nice about our system is that all the information on our system is always accurate all the time. So we take care of the images and the information always is going to be current. There's no old literature at all, outdated anything, and there's no Dropbox accounts or any sort of signing up after you sign up initially. So how it works for a developer, they just upload their photos, their information, and their additional optional items such as floor plans and price sheets, videos, and so forth. We give them a really nice website for them to display that information. And basically what's going to happen is you have the ability to then follow these websites and the information on them and basically create marketing materials for specific developments. So for instance, in the situation, once you follow the end development, which again we'll talk about once we get into the demo portion, but once you follow a development, you basically can create marketing materials for them that are automatically created, customized for the agent rather than for the developer. And they're easily sendable or downloadable as a PDF, and all the changes are instant. So you click a button and you instantly get a really beautiful brochure that looks like you spent a lot of money on it. And again, we do get a really great website, and I'll get to kind of show you that in just a moment here. Fully responsive, so it looks great on every device. So we have built this system to generate leads for the agents and for the developers. We are empowering the agents to promote these projects so they can receive leads. We do have a really nice leads tab that allows you to track all of your leads, and I'll talk about that in our demo. But there's a huge network effect going on with this. All of the leads that are generated through Proxio Developer Showcase are going to end up back with the agent, and we're really going to be able to accelerate your business, I think. So setting up your account is very simple and fast. No technology no technology knowledge required, and within about 2 minutes you can sign up for an account. So you fill in your professional information, you follow some projects, and everything else is done for you. You can start marketing your website and generating leads. Proxy Developer Showcase is going to provide the global connection between the supply and demand and accelerate those sales. So that's awesome. So that's just the quick rundown overview of what Developer Showcase is. I think it is much better suited to kind of show you in action how this is going to work, and it will make a lot more sense for you guys. So first things first, how do you access Proxio Developer Showcase? To do so, you're going to log into proxiopro.com right here. So I can do that for you really quick. Most of you guys should already know your login. Typically is an email, but it can also be your license number. So I'm just going to enter in my email here. Log in like normal. Again, I'm brought into the big button page of Proxio Pro. Proxio Pro is our international MLS and networking platform. So if I wanted to, I could search for properties from around the world or network with agents, add listings, all that kind of stuff. But if you are interested in learning more about Proxio Pro, we do have webinars every Wednesday at 9 a.m. Pacific time, noon Eastern. And if you go to proxioworld.com/webinars, you can register for one of those trainings on Proxio Pro. But to access Proxio Developer Showcase, what you're going to do is you're going to click this really big button that says Proxio Developer Showcase here, just like that. And it's going to bring you right into Proxio Developer Showcase. The first thing you're going to see when you log in for the first time is this. Basically, it's going to ask you to follow developments from all around the world. So right now, I'm already following a bunch of developments, but if there's a development I'm not following, I can go down and just click follow this development. When I click follow this development, what's happening basically is I am adding it to my website that Proxio is giving me. So I'm just going to go through and find all the developments that look good to me. A lot of these are in Florida, but we do have some in Mexico, as you can see. We also have some in Vancouver. So if you have buyers interested in maybe moving outside of the United States, you have a whole bunch of options here. We're also going to be moving into other regions such as California, Texas, Hawaii, New York, and some other places within the next few months. So stay tuned on that. But again, very easy to follow whatever ones you want. I'm just going to click a bunch and add a few to my site here. Just like this. See how very, very easy to do. So after I go through and I follow a few developments, I'm going to scroll back up to the top, and we have a button that says Ready and Next. Once I click that, I'm going to do that really quick. I'm brought into my profile area. And this is where the profile area is actually very important for you to know about. So in the profile area, there's a couple things that you can do. The first of which would be upload an image of yourself. As you can see, I put my face there. I would upload my broker logo. Again, I'm a part of Jones & Company, so I have my broker logo there. That will show up on my marketing materials and on my websites and everything like that. And then also I can upload a new cover image, which is this photo right here in the background. Very much so like Facebook, you can have a cover image that makes your website really pop. But as you scroll down through this profile, you can do some information here. So you can enter your first and last name. You can customize your URL for your website. So right now I have proxioshowcase.com/px/Cameron Light. You can make that whatever you want. You can have your contact email that will display your contact phone number, your agency name. So I'm going to put Jones and Company here. And then if you're in the US, you have to make sure your license number is in there. But from here, you can enter a slogan. So I'm going to say, your friend in the real estate business as my slogan. And then your profile here should say, this is really an about you. So, information about yourself. So I specialize in international buyers, new constructions, if I could type, new construction, luxury, high rises, celebrity homes, and pro athlete homes. Something like that. Again, it's very, very important. Construction. Very important to fill this out as much as possible and be completely happy with your profile, because this information really does show up all over this website, in your marketing materials, on your listings. And I'll show you more about that shortly, but it's really important that you're really happy with your about me, your slogan, and everything else. Now you can also set your location, so of either your office or your city or just your state, whatever you feel comfortable with, but you do have to have some sort of location set, and it'll show up with a map here. You then also have the option of selecting which languages you speak. We try to have as many of the popular ones as possible, but if you see one on here that you speak that's not displaying currently, send me an email at cameron@proxio.com and we can add it for you. We also have an area here for specialties. So any specialties you may have, you can select. So maybe I want to do oceanfront homes, international buyers. You'll also see that we have an other area. So if others is checked, I can actually type in anything I want. So I could say, I don't know, let's say Hawaiian properties, something along the lines of that. And that will also be added to my specialties there. Continue scrolling down, add your social media links, so Facebook, Twitter, LinkedIn, and your personal website. This will help for not only for SEO, but will also display your links here and on your marketing brochures and on your website. So again, all this information does trickle through everywhere. But once I've entered all my information here, I'm going to click Save. And you'll notice what happens, it says in this blue box, share this public profile with your clients. And it gives you the URL for your website. So this tells you your profile is complete and is ready to share. So let's go ahead and click on our profile URLs. And what's going to do, it's going to bring me to my website. So this is the public view of my Proxio Showcase website. You're going to notice, again, I have my cover photo, my contact information, my logo, my personal photo, all customized. Social media links are showing here, so if I click on any of these, it's going to bring up my Twitter page, my Facebook, and so forth, my LinkedIn. I also have my personal website showing here, so if this is your business website, you can click on that and send to your website there. The first couple things I want you to notice in the upper right-hand corner, if you click on English here, you can actually translate Proxio Developer Showcase into 5 different languages. So for instance, we have Spanish, English, French, Brazilian Portuguese, and simplified Chinese currently. We are currently looking for a Japanese realtor to do a translation into Japanese for us. So if you know anybody, or if you speak Japanese yourself, send me an email afterwards. I'd be happy to get you going. We are paying handsomely for these translations, so that's always good also. So this is really nice. The really cool part about this also is that this website's smart enough to recognize what your default language is. So maybe I have a buyer in Mexico and their default language of their browser is Spanish. if they go to my website, it will actually automatically load in Spanish for them, which is really awesome. Super great. Okay, so I'm going to switch it back to English. So that's easier for me to read and talk about. The next thing I want to show you is that this website is responsive. So if I start to drag this window to the left here, you'll notice my website start to shrink. This is actually the iPad view of the website. And if I continue going to the left, this is the iPhone view. So again, always going to look great regardless of what device you're looking at. Again, iPhones, tablets, anything. Always looks good. So that's really nice. Okay, next we're going to go to we have some tabs here. I'm going to start with the About Me tab. And again, this is just all the information that we entered in from our profile. Has our slogan, location, About Me, languages, and specialties. Get the Hawaiian properties, pro athlete homes, celebrity homes, all those things I entered manually. If I go back to the New Projects tab, this is where all of the projects that I follow are going to display for my buyers or potential clients. So the first thing we should talk about when it comes to these new projects is the search bar here. So your buyers have the option of searching for developments by city, by neighborhood, price, bedrooms, and amenities. So, for instance, if I am a buyer who's looking to buy something in Brickell, in the downtown Miami area, I could type in Brickell here and click search, and all the developments in the Brickell neighborhood show up for me right here. All right, so that's awesome. The next thing we can say, maybe we're looking for a development that has a concierge service. So I could type in concierge and click search, and all the developments on the system who have concierges or concierge services will show up. And again, I can always just click this button here that says show all projects, and it will display everything for me. So let's go ahead and take a look at One Hotel and Homes in South Beach as an example of one of these developments. All right, so here it is. I want to make this very clear because there has been some confusion for our users. There are two views for a development. There is a public view, which we're looking at right now, and an agent view. The public view and the agent view display a little bit different information. The public view is what we're looking at now will show, the agent's contact information here. So Cameron Garcia with my phone number and my email, and it also has, a form that has my, my information here. The public view also has a form where, a buyer or potential client could register themselves as a lead. I'll show you the agent view after this, but the agent view will have more information. It will have, pricing and commission structures and contact information for the developer. But the public view, again, really is going to be for your potential buyers and clients. So let's go ahead and talk about this. As you can see, there's a really nice slideshow running at the very top of the page. All these images are going to be high resolution, so they're going to look really great on any device. But as we scroll down, again, we have a couple tabs here. So we'll start with the description tab. Under the description tab, we have the address of the project with, an introductory statement description about the development. We have the property type, so this is a residential high-rise. The amenities that the development features, so, banquet rooms, laundry room, clubhouse, wireless internet, so forth. So you have all that information. And then you have some additional amenities. So residence amenities, design features, and at the very bottom we have a map of exactly where this is. So I can do a street view if I wanted to, drop right down and see how it looks, the surrounding area, right on the website. Again, we do try to make these pages lead friendly. So right here, this is an area for the lead registration. We're actually working on this, so this will probably look a little different in the next couple weeks. We're going to add a message field, so a buyer or potential client could, write a message to you as well there. But if we go back to our tabs, we have a marketing tab. So the developer can upload their own marketing materials, such as a one page flyer, unbranded brochures. But if you scroll down, these are really the cool ones. So the project brochure and the marketing flyer containing information. So if I was to click download here, what's going to happen is it's going to create for me a PDF. Again, that's all branded for me, specifically for One Hotel and Homes. So this brochure really does look like someone spent $100 or more on developing it. But full bleed, as you can see, so it goes cover to cover, full prints. But on the bottom of every page, it has my contact information, my phone number, and then my website. So as I scroll through here, again, these look really beautiful, very simple and clean, very appealing to the eye, as you can see. So they have more information about these developments here, amenities and so forth. And on the very last page, again, it does have all of the information from your profile with all your social media links, all of my specialties, all the languages I speak, all that good information. So you could definitely hand this off to a client and feel confident that they have a really good looking brochure, and maybe they even give it to their friend and they're so impressed they give you a call as well. That's how good these have looked. And we've had great feedback about our marketing materials from people who are already using the system. Again, we do have a one-page marketing flyer also, just like that. So really nice. Again, we have a tab for videos. So if someone maybe is a visual learner rather than by reading, they can watch a video about one hotel in South Beach directly on the page there. So that's really nice. And then lastly, we have the floor plans. I can click a 2-bedroom floor plan, and instantly I will have a floor plan ready to look at. I can then save this and email it to a client if I wanted to, or even print it out. Very simple, very easy. Okay, so that is a very, very, very general overview of the development websites, as well as, we also talked about the public website. One other thing I do want to show you is if you click, the View Projects button, you will always be brought back to your website. So we've built this website in a way which we try to keep your potential buyers and potential leads on the website as long as possible. So more chances to generate those leads. One other thing I just forgot to talk about, if we go back to One Hotel in South Beach, if you do translate, for instance, to Spanish, we've been adding translations for all of our developments on the system. So not only will these things be translated, for instance, information about the development, but all of the property descriptions have been hand translated by realtors who speak the language natively as well. So you're going to be guaranteed that your translations are always going to look good and be accurate with no mistakes. They're all hand translated, which is great. And then if you went into marketing and you were in Spanish or whatever language, and I did a flyer, it's actually going to make me a marketing material brochure in Spanish for me. So the system's smart enough to know that you want it in Spanish if you're looking at it in Spanish. So that's really, really great. All right. So we've talked about the individual development websites as well as your personal public website. So what we're going to do now is we're going to go ahead and look at the agent dashboard, and this is kind of where you're going to do a lot of your work is going to be done in the agent dashboard. So to get to the agent dashboard, there's a little home button in the upper left here. If you just click on it, that will bring me to the dashboard. And there's a few things I want to show you here. The first of which is a news feed. This is just like on Facebook, how they have a Facebook news feed, and basically, developers can communicate directly to you. So, for instance, with Destiny at Ravenswood, this is in Vancouver. They only have 4 homes remaining in their phase 1. So, really important to maybe contact them and get your client in there as soon as possible. But this is a great place to look if you're looking for the most recent information about any developments you're following. They're going to show up right here. The next thing I do want to show you is this right here. It says share your public profile with your clients. We try to make it as easy as possible to share, your URLs of your developments and for your website with anybody. So if I wanted to, I could just copy this, put it right onto Facebook if I wanted to, and start marketing myself. Uh, we'll talk a little bit more at the end about how to market yourself. So let's keep going here. The next tab we have is Manage Projects. And what you can do in the Manage Projects tab is a couple things. You can click this button that says Follow More Projects. And what that allows you to do is actually go into our project search and find some more projects to follow. So we'll always have some featured projects that you can see here. But just like on your website, you can search by city, neighborhood, price, bedrooms, or amenities here. We also have category searches. So right now, you can choose from residential high rises, commercial real estate, retirement communities, residential lots, so forth. Where we're going to actually get away from this type of categorizing of the developments, though. And in the next couple of weeks, you'll probably see it by location. So it'll say Canada, United States, Mexico, Hawaii, and so forth. You also have the option of going into all projects and viewing every project we have in the system as well. Oops. So, maybe a couple days go by and you want to see if there's anything new on the system. You can always kind of go through the project search, click all, and just see every, project that's in the system here. So we try to make it as easy as possible for you guys to see all the developments available for you. So that's project searching. Very easy, very simple. The next button we have is sorting subscriptions. So maybe we don't like the order on our public website right now. Maybe I don't want one hotels and homes first. Maybe Midblock is having a special this week where they're giving a 10% commission. So I want all of my potential buyers and my potential leads to see Midblock first. I can go into the Manage Projects tab and click Sort Subscriptions, and then find the one I want first. So again, I want Midblock to be my first. I can just drag it to the very top, just like that. And maybe I want to do hide also as another top development. So I click finish after I've moved them into the location that I'd like them to be in. And I can refresh my website here. And as you can see, instantly, these have been changed the order. So Midblock is first, then hide, and now one is the third position. Also, what I can do is I can go to edit projects in this tab. So maybe maybe one of these ones like Opera Tower has sold out, so I don't want to follow them anymore. I could just click unfollow and go up to the top and click save. And now Opera Tower will no longer be on my displayed on my website. So I have options of how I can follow and unfollow my developments, which is really great. All right, so the next tab here is called the Sales Kit. And the Sales Kit is a great way of marketing your developments that are on your website. So, for instance, I have a buyer who's really interested in moving to Miami, and I want to show them a few developments. What I can do is I can click, in the sales kit, that is, I can select the developments I want to message to my client. So I'm going to select 4. Let's do Muse, Sunny Islands, and then let's do Paramount Bay. So I have 4 that I've selected here. And what I can do now is I can either print these out all at once and print brochures out for all of them, or I can click Send Projects. I can enter in the email, so I can say, for myself, I'm going to do Cameron.Garcia11@gmail. I'll say, take a look at these beautiful homes, and say, hey Cameron, these are the developments I told you about. Let's go take a look. Okay, and I'll click send, and it will send me these emails. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to go into my Gmail really quick. It does take about 1 or 2 minutes. So let's just wait a second for those to populate into my email. But what's going to happen is it's going to send a really, really nice email to me that basically will show my messaging and my contact information. So let's see if that pops up here. Here it is. It says, from Cameron Garcia, take a look at these beautiful homes. Has my photo, contact information, even my website there with my message, and then a really beautiful little looking email here. So if I want to see, okay, maybe I want to look at Muse Sunny Island, I can click on it, and it actually brings me directly to Muse Sunny Islands, and it brings me to the public version of this website. So again, it has my information here in both locations and a place for this potential buyer to register themselves as a lead. So we make it very easy to to do email marketing in our system and potentially generate leads that way. Okay, so that does remind me, I do want to go back into the manage projects area, and I want to show you the difference between the agent view and the public view. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to go to One Hotel and Homes, and what I'm going to do is I'm going to open it both in public and in the agent view. So again, I've already showed you the agent view, and we know this is the agent view because it shows my contact information here and here, and it also has that registration form. Now, there is also the agent view, which again can be found from the Manage Projects tab. So the first thing you'll notice is there's going to be a commission percentage here now. So they're offering 5% commission on this development. You're also going to notice that it says One Hotels and Homes in South Beach now with the developer's contact information and their email. We put this here for the agents, so if they need to contact the developer or the sales team for more information, you have an easy way of doing that. Again, if you take a look, public view has my information, agent view has developer information. You'll also notice on the agent view, we have your public URL for this development in blue here. So again, we make it easy for you to share. I could just take this URL, you can go right onto Facebook if I wanted to, and click share if I wanted to. Like I said, it'll automatically populate onto Facebook, and I can select an image I want to and just click post. Also, some other differences on the agent view of a development is there's going to be some more tabs here. As you can see, we now have a documents tab, which has fact sheets that the One Hotel has uploaded. We're also going to have images, and these will show you in full resolution, full HD resolution. We have an area for you to record a lead. So for instance, maybe I have someone who I know is interested in this development. I can actually record them in this tab here, and they'll be added to my lead generation or my lead tracking tab, which we'll show next. And then lastly, this is a terms and conditions area here. In the terms and conditions area, has the terms and conditions from the developer, but it also does say please confirm commission fees and terms from the project developer. Just because you record a lead, this is really important. Just because you record a lead as a potential buyer doesn't not guarantee that you're going to receive a commission. You still need to do your due diligence and pick up the phone and call the developer, do your normal paperwork, and complete the sale as a normal transaction. But we are making that initial connection for you, basically. Okay, so again, that is the difference between the agent view and the public view. Hopefully not too confusing for you guys. Again, if you have any questions at all during this training, do feel free to ask them. I'll be happy to answer any questions you guys may have. The next tab we're going to talk about in the agent dashboard is the leads tab. Right now I actually don't have any leads here, so I do apologize. Again, this is just my test account, but what will happen is, let me see if I can pull up another account here actually. Just so you guys can visualize this. So under the leads tab, what's going to happen is it's going to list all of the leads that I have registered for myself. So it'll show me their contact information, their location, where they registered at. So for you, it's always going to be your website, so that's okay. The time that they registered and the information, like project that they're interested in. Right now, I'm looking at the developer view. So actually, this is all the leads that the developer has gotten from an agent. You'll notice that the developer doesn't have a phone number or an email displayed for any of these leads. And the reason we do that is we actually don't share the contact information of any of your leads with the developer. We save those specifically for the agent. So in your leads tab on your website, it will actually show here a phone number and here an email. But again, on the developer side, they don't get that contact information because we don't want them, reaching out to your leads. So that's how it would kind of look like in this tab here. That's about all you can really do in the tab. You can sort by the projects you follow, but we are working on this, and we will have a much more robust CRM software built into this within the next few months. In the meantime, we do have an export button that allows you to export your leads as CSV or as XLS. So if you use Sugar CRM or Salesforce or whatever you may have, Top Producer, you can import them directly into that software. All right, and last thing I want to show you in terms of tabs is this Tools tab. And this really is for if you already have an existing website, but you do want to share your developments and your Proxio Developer Showcase, listings with on your website. Basically, what you can do is, copy this HTML code here, just like I did, for whatever button you want. And what it's going to do is you just go onto your website and paste it anywhere you'd like onto your already existing real estate website. And this little button will display somewhere on your website here. So if you copy paste the code onto your website and someone basically would click on this button here, it would bring you directly to your Developer Showcase website. So this is just an easy way, again, of setting your website up and kind of syncing it with your Proxio Developer Showcase website. Okay, last two things I want to show you guys. First, if you decide you want to go back into Proxio Pro to do some networking or do some MLS stuff, you can click on this button right here, and that will bring you right back into Proxio Pro. And we also have this little flag here, as you can see, and this is like a notification. So if you have a new lead that's been registered, that will show up here. If you have a message from a developer, that will also show up here. So that will turn blue if you have anything new to look at. All right, so that's kind of, again, very fast general overview of Proxio Developer Showcase. I do want to spend some time with you guys answering any questions you may have. So now's the time. If you have any questions, do let me know. While you guys are typing, I do want to talk about some things you can do to market yourself and be successful with the system and generate some leads. Again, what you can do, you can always share this URL with anybody on your Facebook, LinkedIn, Twitter, like I showed you. If you go into the Manage Projects tab, just take care of these really quick, and I go into one of my developments here. Again, I can always share these URLs here on Facebook and Twitter and any social media websites that I want as well. A really cool idea that we've been seeing people do is on their personal websites, their business websites, they have a section for developments, and they'll have like a picture of Midblock, for instance, and then on that picture of Midblock, they've actually linked this URL to the picture. So if someone actually clicks on that picture, they're sent directly to this page where they can, again, register themselves as a lead. I have someone, Diana, raised her hand. Diana, why don't you go ahead and type in the chat box your question? We'll be happy to answer that for you. Some other things you can do in terms of marketing yourself is you can purchase a domain, for instance. Let me go back to the home here. So if I wanted to use this Proxio Showcase as my business website, like maybe I don't have a website currently, and I really like Proxio's website, I can go onto GoDaddy and pay $10 a year or whatever it might be, and purchase a domain that's called maybe, I don't know, MiamiHighRisePro.com, and I can actually point that domain to proxioshowcase.com/px/ whatever your website is called. So if someone ever goes to MiamiHighRisePro.com, they're actually redirected to your website. So really what you're getting with Proxio Showcase not only is the ability to market these really great developments, but you're getting a really nice free website that you can, use for your business. So again, you just go on to GoDaddy, purchase a domain, and point that domain to whatever you've customized your URL to be. All right. Well, if there are no questions, I think we're going to call it a day. What I'm going to do, let me quickly display my email for you guys. So if you do have any questions, you can always email me, and I'll be happy to help you. So Cameron at proxio.com is my email here. Again, I'm the product manager, so if you have any recommendations on how the system can be better, or if you find any bugs, or if you even know developers that should be on the system, send me an email, and we can help you with any questions you may have. But if there are no other questions, I'm going to say have a good day.